शुक्रगुजारी करा यीशु मैं तेरी शुक्रगुजारी, शुक्रगुजारी करा यीशु मैं तेरी शुक्रगुजारी। तैनू देवा जलाल नाले, तैनू देवा जलाल नाले अशमत सारी। शुक्रगुजारी करा यीशु मैं तेरी शुक्रगुजारी, शुक्रगुजारी करा यीशु मैं तेरी शुक्रगुजारी। तेरे नां दा शुक्र मनावा, गीत तेरे नच नच गावा। तेरे नां दा शुक्र मनावा, गीत तेरे नच नच गावा। तेरा फजल है मेरे उत्ते, तेरा फजल है मेरे उत्ते रहमत पारी। शुक्रगुजारी करा यीशु मैं तेरी शुक्रगुजारी, शुक्रगुजारी करा यीशु मैं तेरी शुक्रगुजारी।
Welcome our respectable guest, MP Rambat in the Church of Pentecost, Lahore, Pakistan. Rambat has been an active president of the city of Mississauga for more than 30 years. He was born in Ottawa in 1967. Brain's family returned to Mississauga the next year, where he has lived ever since. Giving back to the community has been a long tradition of the Butts family. Butts' great-grandfather was a founding member of the Mississauga Real Estate Board and Mississauga Hospital, which is now Trillium Health Center. Brain's family continued to be active in the community and have served on Mississauga City and Real Region councillors. Brains has maintained his keen interest in the community, volunteerism and public services. Having served on more than 24 boards and committees in Mississauga and having earned the respect of Mayor MC Paul's Iron and members of Mississauga City Council through an appointment to the Mississauga Committee of Adjustment, Brain give back to Mississauga each and every day. He is a long-time member and active volunteer in both the Conservative Party of Canada and Ontario PC Party, and firmly believes in the honour and integrity of the public services. Reid has built a professional career advocating for the Rental Housing Committee and affordable housing, emphasized as President and CEO of the Greater Toronto Apartment Association, a position he has held since May 1999. He regularly interacts with public officials at all orders of government throughout the Greater Toronto area. His direct input into housing issues has had a major effect on public policy in Canada. Reid is also renowned as a television host, commentators on Roger Television in field for more than 15 years. Mississauga is the home of Reid and his wife Rohanda and its two beautiful daughters, Sarah and Megan.
TV is a project of the Church of Pentecost, Pakistan. Information technology is a fast-growing media, and through IT, now the world has become the global village. In ancient times, we had no opportunity, fastest communication, but now the time has changed, and media is playing a vital role in fastest communication. People are using media for different purposes, for example, entertaining people by different programs. So we got an idea that why don't we use the media for spreading the word of God through Jairus TV. Our aim is to reach unreached people and to save their lives. The theme of the channel is spanning the Pentecostal fire to impact generations. I would like to thank all our partners who are working with us, especially Canadian Christian Association, and Red Shawl. Now I would like to request Mr. Brepak that to come forward and officially launch Tyrus TV.
Thank you very much. मैं इस ब्लेसिंग के साथ अपने बेटे को साथ रखा इसलिए कि इसके नाम से टीवी शुरू किया है और मेरा ईमान है कि हम पूरी दुनिया को रीच करेंगे इसके जरिए से। फिलहाल तो जूठा चूस रहे हैं। ओके ओके यस 1 2 3 Praise God.
Well, good morning, everyone. How's everybody today? A very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to each and every one. I bring you warmest greetings from Canada. I can't think of a better way for me to celebrate the new year than to worship with you on the first Sunday of 2014 right here in Lahore. I only have one complaint. How come Pastor Jamil looks better with my boss than I do? That's a beautiful photo of the two of you, by the way. Yes, it was wonderful to have you in my home city of Mississauga. Yes. So all I want to say is, may God bless each and every one of you. May God bless Pakistan, and may God bless Canada.
शुक्रगुजारी करा यसु मैं तेरी शुक्रगुजारी करा यसु मैं तेरी शुक्रगुजारी तैनू देवा जलाल नाले तैनू देवा जलाल नाले अशमत सारी शुक्रगुजारी करा यसु मैं तेरी शुक्रगुजारी करा यसु मैं तेरी शुक्रगुजारी तेरे नाम दा शुक्र मनावा गीत तेरे नच नच गावा तेरे नाम दा शुक्र मनावा गीत तेरे नच नच गावा तेरा फजल है मेरे उते तेरा फजल है मेरे उते रहमत पारी शुक्र गुजारी करा यसु मैं तेरी शुक्र गुजारी करा यसु मैं तेरी शुक्र गुजारी पापा विचों कटिया मैनू क्यों ना करा मैं सजदे तेनू पापा विचों कटिया मैनू क्यों ना करा मैं सजदे तेनू तेरे प्यार दा दरिया यसू तेरे प्यार दा दरिया यसू हरदम जारी शुक्र गुजारी करा यसू मैं तेरी शुक्र गुजारी करा यसू मैं तेरी शुक्र गुजारी देवेगा ओ बरकत सबनू प्यार सच्चा करदा सबनू देवेगा ओ बरकत सबनू प्यार सच्चा करदा सबनू तख्त थे लगना यसूदा तख्त थे लगना यसूदा
I'm Brad Butt, the Member of Parliament for Mississauga Streetsville in Canada, and I've had an opportunity to spend a number of days here in Pakistan, particularly in Lahore, learning more about this country and more about the challenges that Pakistan and lots of countries around the world certainly have at this time. And one of the reasons I came to Pakistan is I wanted to see the condition and the situation for religious minorities in this country. I've come to learn quite a bit. I think we all know that there are challenges here that I'm certainly hoping get addressed. The Christian, Hindu, and other minority communities have a considerable number of challenges in living in Pakistan. And what I'll be taking back to my government is that we need to continue to have constructive engagement with the government of Pakistan and remind them that just like in Canada, all people are equal regardless of which God they choose to profess their faith to, and everybody should have the right to live in peace and in dignity in their home country. So that's the message I got, is that the Christian community in particular here is alive and well. They want to be fully contributing members of the Pakistani community, but they want their faith to be fully respected both by their neighbors and friends, but also entrenched in the laws of the country. So we're hoping for better days ahead. I've learned a lot. I hope to come back again, and I want to wish everybody that is watching this broadcast all the best. God bless. Never give up hope, because hope is always there for you. Thanks very much.
Well, of course, coming from Canada, we don't get an opportunity to have too many church services outside. So that was just wonderful to be in the fresh air and the sunshine and the warmth of everybody that was at the service. It was a wonderful service. As always, you give a great and compelling message to your congregation about the importance of peace and love and respecting one another. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a wonderful service to be at. I particularly liked the fact that you invited a number of members of your congregation up to give personal testimony about what God and what Jesus Christ means in their life, and how it's made a major difference to them personally and for people they have prayed for. And I think that's tremendous, and you should be really complimented for such a high-spirited, wonderful, loving worship service. It was my honor and privilege to have been able to attend. Well, you shared that with me, that you're moving into satellite TV and you can broadcast throughout the country. I think that's great. I think it's wonderful that people can receive the message. They can tune in wherever they are and hear the message. It's great. It's wonderful.
I just want to say thanks to you that on behalf of the Canadian Christian Association, they give you an invitation to come in Pakistan and see what is going on here. And I really appreciate your visit. I really appreciate your efforts.
Well, you know, this one thing I have learned, this is a wonderful country. It has its challenges. There are some extreme elements in this country that people are fearful of. But I think most Pakistanis want to have a country that's peaceful and secure, where everybody gets along, where there's true democracy, where people can choose their leaders, people can worship without fear. That's what everybody wants. Those are Canadian values. And I came here to learn more about this country, obviously, to learn more from you and others I've met with. And, you know, I would encourage more Canadians to come to Pakistan and visit and tour. And hopefully people will realize that I think this is a great country to visit. And I think things will improve as time goes on.
According to law, we have a liberty, and we can organize services around the country, and even we can organize service in stadium, auditorium, and everywhere. With the permission of the local government, we can perform, we can do a mass evangelism here. So we have a liberty here. But under the law, we can do this. Sometimes the people are scared. If you preach the gospel in Pakistan, you will be shooted by a terrorist or shooted by someone. But what do you think? You have experience. You visit, attend service, and you have a good experience that we have a liberty here.
to perform our services.
Absolutely, and on top of that, the local police supported you.
Yes, and
doing your services. They were with us. You had security there. People could move about freely. They could worship as they felt fit. People were very enthusiastic. There was no security issue, no problem. You were on the stage preaching the gospel, doing your thing, and I don't think there was anybody there that feared for your safety or security. They knew you were doing your thing and preaching, and you know, there were 2,000 people there under that tent. I mean, it was a tremendous thing, and I don't think there's one person there that didn't feel that they were safe and able to practice their faith in that service. So again, that's my experience. That's what I saw directly on the ground when I was there for 2.5 hours at your service. I didn't feel unsafe at any point in time, and other than people that wanted to hug me too much.
Yeah, because you know, Pakistani people's love. He want to show love to you because sometimes the people are feeling insecure to come in Pakistan, and you have a bold and brave step. So that's why the people want to hug you and they want to greet to you and want appreciation.
The Pakistani people back in my home city are warm and engaging people, and whether they're Christian Pakistani or Muslim Pakistani or whatever their faith is, they're wonderful people. They're great people to have in my community that I represent at home. So I don't see why they'd be any different in their home country than they would be in their adopted country when they've come to be contributors to Canada. That's exactly what I would have expected.
Yeah, I saw when I was in Canada, I saw many Pakistani, and once time I say, Mississauga become a Lahore.
Yes, it's the new Lahore.
Mississauga is a Lahore.
It's the new Lahore. But no, I mean, and these are people who care deeply about their roots in this country as well. They're proud Canadians. They're delighted to be in Canada and contributing to our economy and raising their families there, and that's great. But they do have part of their heart still in their home country. I understand that, and that makes complete sense. They're no less Pakistani because they're fully Canadian, but they care about their mother country, and they want to make sure that their friends and relatives that are still here are living in an excellent country in peace and security with all the freedoms that Canadians enjoy. Good. Well, again, it was a great pleasure to be in your service. I don't think I'll ever see anything like that again. Quite the service. To Jairus and, of course, the Church of Pentecost, wishing you Godspeed in the future, and keep delivering the important message that you are to every single person who wants to be available to tune in and live stream and get great access to the important message that the pastor and his colleagues bring on a regular basis to you, and just enriching your lives. It's so important that people have that opportunity. So wishing you many, many more successful years in the future.
Salam, I'm Tim Singapore, Canada, Minister of State for Multiculturalism. आज जो टूर किया सी जोसेफ कॉलोनी जो प्यार मिले तो उन्होंने वेलकम किया मैंने बहुत चंगा लगे जो मिल के यूजली उन्होंने पहला मुश्किल आईया सी उस मुश्किलों तो काफ़ी build हो रहा they've come through it, come through strong, and उस तामियां उन्होंने God दे विश्वास built on faith. So लोगों ने कि आज बहुत खुशी हुई ते आने साल दे विच नवे साल दे विच 2014 दे विच सारे अपने पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी बहुत लोग बताइयां ते आने साल दे विच most prosperous great year. You are watching Jairus TV. तेरे नादा शुक्र मनावा गीत तेरे नच नच गावा तेरा फजल है मेरे उते तेरा फजल है मेरे उते रहमत पारी शुक्र गुजारी करा यीशु मैं तेरी शुक्र गुजारी करा यीशु मैं तेरी शुक्र गुजारी